Hi guys and welcome to another video of Animaniac. This is me Rishabh and we're back with more Animaniac videos. Hopefully we can make more Animaniac videos. But today we're gonna talk about an anime called Anki. Anki is action anime. It doesn't have any I would say relation to any other animes, but it's not exactly a copy, but it adapts a lot of stuff from other animes. It's kind of I would say in similar concept to Buchigiri, how Buchigiri adapted a lot of concept, and I felt like it was really entertaining, really fun. And at the end of the day, even if they adapt some things from other animes, little stuff, at the end of the day, if an anime is an entertainment media, if it entertained me, I don't care where it's adapting from. If it's fun, if it's exciting, I'm not a total weeb or a otaku that I will get offended or completely involved and too much into the community to be pissed off by if someone thinks something adapted of someone. I review anime from perspective of a viewer and I give commentary based on perspective of viewer, and if I find something entertaining, I talk about it. If you agree with me or disagree with me, it's completely up to you. You have the right to disagree and agree with me, but I think so far this anime is feeling interesting, although I feel a lot of stuff feels like they have various inspirations. To give you a base concept, it takes the base I would say from an old folk from Japan, which is about Momotaro and the Onis. Momotaro is I think the heroes, or I would say the bloodline of I think heroes, and the original folk was he defeated ogres and other demons. He's basically a legend in Japan, and it's between this anime focuses on fight, or I would say war, between Momotaros and Onis. And Onis have been evolving, and with this evolution they have been taking more human forms and are hiding after they have been vanquished by the Momotaros. They have hiding inside human settlements, and they have been staying there for quite a while, but these Momotaros have still been holding a grudge against the Onis. Although the recent, obviously there are people that had exploited the Oni blood, both the Oni people as well as the people like the mad scientists and stuff like that. But as a person who hasn't awakened his Oni blood, who doesn't know about his Oni blood, I think it's kind of unfair that they have been slaughtered just because they have the Oni blood, because they're considered as a threat, because Oni blood is basically supernatural powers. It's basically you're human and your blood can be used as a weapon. The world is a canvas, it's your imagination. You can shape anything with your blood and make it a weapon. And the protagonist, or the main character, Ichinose, is unaware of his hidden Oni blood because his father was a Momotaro, and he hid his Momotaro identity and completely used a fake name, and hid his foster son's hidden identity of having Oni blood to show the world that the Momotaros and Onis can live peacefully if they are not provoked into a war. People can become more passionate and more lovable if they're not driven a war path, or they are not trained a certain way. You can put compassion into an Oni person as well, and so he did. His son is kind of a delinquent but still is human hearted, and it changes when he is confronted by his reality, and that's the basic anime of how his world flips when he realizes that his lineage, or I would say his ancestry, is Oni, and he has this deadly weapon or deadly blood inside him that could be unleashed at any moment. His form, or I would say his speciality, is quite different than other Onis, and each Oni has its own speciality. But they I'll just give you basic spoiler for first episode so that it really might be interesting to you. Basically, his father dies, his blood awakens, and he guns his whole the whole anime is about him trying to figure himself out, how what is an Oni and what Oni blood is, his history, and trying to avenge his dad. So it's quite an interesting anime, and the action scenes are interesting. Obviously they're not the same level as Attack on Titan or Sword Art Online, obviously, but they're quite interesting, quite unique. And the way the people use this blood, there are a lot of weapons which have been taken reference from a lot of anime. Some of these Onis might have reference weaponize themselves differently through with his blood. So some have that Icon Titan kind of model, some have chainsaw model, some have blades model. Like each Oni has its own weaponry, and these weapons, or say this ability, can be similar to a lot of animes, lead protagonist abilities as well. But overall, I'm enjoying this anime, and I'm trying to figure out the protagonist himself, what is the history behind this Momotaro and Oni, and what is this kind of situation, how will he survive in the world where these Momotaros are trying to hunt him down. And it is quite interesting where the background, or like the base, is taken from a Japanese folklore. Usually most of these fantasy animes or supernatural animes are highly westernized and take reference from Christianity, definitely, where there's a concept of God, there's this God person, and this happens, and it's about demons and humans. But this is one of the animes that focuses on Japanese folklore of mythical folk creatures from Japanese mythology, which is pretty interesting, very exciting for me as a person who's not of Japanese origin. So it's interesting to learn these small snippets. Obviously there's no 100% historical accuracy, but I just like to see how they reference from the original folklore and how deviated it is, or how creative they go with the folklore. And overall it's just an interesting action anime. It's not at the same level as Dan but it holds its own candle. It's not it's not a dull, boring anime in any sense of way. It's a pretty interesting anime. If I would say Dan is a 9, it's at least a 7. And that's all for my first impression of Dougen Anki. It's available on Netflix. If you all have it in your region, you can definitely check it out from Netflix, or in some other parts of the world it's also available on Crunchyroll, so you all can check it out on Crunchyroll. But the Netflix version is the one I think that has the, and I mean, Netflix technically dubbed it. So, and if you have it on Netflix, you're lucky, you will have the dub version of it. I think they have, right now they have English and Spanish, and I think one more other language in Netflix. And they're planning to make more language dubs for this Dougen Anki anime. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Hope you like this video, found this interesting. If so, press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and let me know in the comment section below if you've already watched this anime. What's your opinion about this anime, or are you excited to watch this anime after my description about it? And we'll meet soon. Take care, stay safe, and peace out.